Alright, I've been asked to explain FAAB system for dummies, basically, and a couple other things. So anyways, so first off, first question I got today that I've already explained a million fucking times. You are playing your division. As you can see in the standings, the highest guy is 4-0 in your division. That means he beat the 4 people below him. So that is what you're playing for. You really only need to pay attention to beating the guys that are in your division. I mean, you can look at the other division as well. Like, some guys like paying attention to that to see what they are for, like, all 10 of us. But for standings, for playoffs, for all that kind of stuff, you are playing your own division first. So that's what you shoot for. I've explained who's in division. If you don't know, go into myfantasyleague.com, and the home page, it literally shows that. So, yeah, do that. Secondly, the FAAB system. So, how the FAAB system works, for those who've never played it, keep in mind, this is our first year of this league playing it, so bear with the kinks. Like, my fantasy league is being a pain in the ass for fixing the kinks and trying to figure this shit out. They offer like 30 different fucking questionnaires. It's not as simple as FAAB system, yes, go. So there's a lot of things to click in trying to figure out what is working. So as of right now, how it is working is Tuesday through Sunday morning. So you put in a claim, you wait 24 hours. The next day, the next morning, claims process. So you are bidding, blind bidding on, let's say you're blind bidding on, like, the number 1 waiver wire guy is Jordan Mason this week. Someone already has him, but let's just say, for example, let's say literally everybody's trying to bid on Jordan Mason. The highest bid gets the win. Now, Nick, you asked a question today as if we can see other people's bids. Everything I have seen and everything I've researched, no, you can't. That's why they call it the blind bid, I guess. I don't know. I can't see it. So, and the only thing I get is I get an email as a commissioner saying the bids have been processed. As far, I mean, the blind bid requests have been processed. This is who won, which you guys can see in the home page on the waiver section of who won and how much they won them for. So I cannot see who else put in for bids from what I've researched. So I can't, I'm not seeing anywhere to where it'll show that. Unless someone comes out and is like, oh darn, I bidded on that guy too and I lost, because that's the only way that I can see seeing the other stuff. So anyways, so from what I can tell is every day we're going to have to put in the waiver blind bid waiver requests all the way up to Saturday night. Sunday at 11 o'clock, everything locks. You can still put in claims, but all players for blind bids or whatever lock. You can't pick up a guy or anything like that. It locks all the way to Monday night. I don't know if you can waiver wire first come first serve Sunday morning yet. We'll figure that out Sunday morning if that'll be allowed. I don't know, from all these buttons I've had to fucking push. I've yet to figure that out yet. Hopefully yes. If not, we can come up with a solution. But from what I can tell as of right now, waivers process Tuesday morning, Wednesday morning, Thursday morning, Friday morning, Saturday morning, Sunday morning, from the previous day of a waiver claim. Highest bid wins. That's basically the easiest way. We get $300. Now, those who show up, not those who check in, those who show up, I've been putting in, you get FAAB money. So, you know, last week was like $5. So third thing, I think I explained the FAAB system. Third thing, so I believe Justin won the linebacker tackles. It was 10 tackles, so Justin won the $5. I might put out another vote on this. So the whole point of doing the weekly payout was to get people to show up to shit, or to get people to host, or to get people to say, hey, this day works, and everybody show up like, you know, that day, or mostly, not the same people who always show up to everything show up. Like, the whole purpose of having that was to get more people. Now, I know people, life happens, people get busy, I get all that, but that was the direct point of having the weekly payout, is people who show up get benefited from it. Those who don't get benefited from it. So, in my opinion, it makes no sense to allow a check-in and you benefit the $5 and win it. So, if that's the route that people are wanting to go, it makes no sense doing a weekly payout. So I might as well just get rid of that and put it to first, second place, third place payouts at the end of the year, because the whole purpose of the weekly payout is to get people to show up. So if people aren't going to do that, we're not going to have a payout. I always put on the message board, feel free to tell me if you'd like to host. I might even offer up more FAAB money if you host it, instead of just showing up. I don't know. The incentive is to get people to hang out more. Like, people who barely know people. Like, let's get to know our league members kind of thing, you know, during football games. You know, doing Monday nights or Thursday nights or Sunday nights or Sunday mornings, whatever. Like, when I look at the schedule, I try to look at like prime games, or games that got really good players, or that have like more players with other guys kind of stuff, you know, like the beneficial games. No one wants to see boring ass Carolina versus, you know, I don't know, Cleveland or something like that. Like, we want to have a good game to watch. We also want members to show up to the shit. We potluck it like that. We did that a lot last year. But again, if no one's going to come, or if it's going to be the same people who come to everything, makes no sense having a weekly payout. And I might put that up for another vote, because I don't think that was explained good enough. And I really don't think people who are just theoretically checking in deserve to get the payout, in my opinion. Because the payout is for people who show up to things. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I feel like a little disgruntled this year on just, I guess this is me venting, but the people who haven't been showing up to stuff are also the people who are complaining about stuff. So I also feel like, I feel like the people who show up to things should be the ones who benefit, and should be the ones who give the opinions, and should be the ones who talk to the commissioner on new ideas and new things. Just my 2 cents. I could be being a dick. I don't know. Is what it is. Anyways, so we might put that up for another vote, unless someone has another idea. That's another thing. If you're going to complain, come up with a solution. Let's come up with things, ideas, so we can put it up for a vote. That way we could talk about it. Anyways, yeah. So that's kind of how the waiver wire's working with the FAAB system. That's how the standings are working, and that's how our weekly things are going to do. I'll look at the schedule tonight. So again, if you want to host, or if you want to come up with a good night that maybe we could do a get together, I'm all ears. Just let me know by tonight, because tomorrow I'll announce week 2's thing, and we'll see where we're at. If week 2 ends up being a dud again, then I'm just going to pull the weeks, and we're just going to do payouts at the end of the year. Like, that'll just be an executive decision, because it makes no sense doing a weekly payout that gets paid out by people who just check in. That's just my 2 cents. There's 9 other guys who have a voice. Feel free to blow it up on the Just Chat, or message me privately to give opinions. I love them. Just come up with solutions. All right. Peace.